Hi everyone, hope you're doing fine. I'm going to explain the vocabulary words for the story Grass Sandals. You're going to do a worksheet called Backyard Poet. So I'm going to explain to you the vocabulary, and after read you the story. Let's begin. Stitching is mending with a needle and thread and or sewing. Sewing when you sew something. If you have a hole in your clothes, you're going to sew, or you're going to sew something, anything with a thread. A thread is hilo, and you have a needle. Chanted is sang or shouted words over and over. So to chant is a way of singing, but in a very melodic way. Nipped is bit or cut by pinching. So you're going to nip on something. You're not going to bite on it, but you're just going, like babies do that a lot. A pouch is like a bag or a sack. So you could have a small bag. A pouch usually sometimes when people they take a piece of wood and they put a pouch and they put things in it and they bring it like that. Usually it's like a bag. Us humans, we use it as to carry some things. Look at the kangaroo, has a pouch too. To scribbled is to write very, very fast, very quickly. So when you scribble, you're going to just write little notes, but they're not going to be very clear. And to be restless is unable to rest or uneasy. When you're restless, it's like you don't know what to do with your body. You're moving. That is to be restless. You can't. If you sit down just to relax, you can't. You have to get up and you have to move, move, move. Okay, now I'm going to read you the story. Remember that you need to pay attention to the story because these vocabulary words are related to the story. So let's begin. One summer morning, Anna Tong sat in her backyard waiting for something to happen. Little flies nipped at her arms. So you could see nipped, the little flies or little moscas. So they were like biting a bit on her arm. Anna felt bored and restless. So when you're boring, you don't know what to do with your body. You're like moving around. She pulled at the yellow stitching on her dress. So there was a little stitching on her dress. That means there was a little, a little piece of, a little piece of thread that was out. So she pulled on it. In the background, Anna could hear her little sister as she chanted a rhyme and jumped rope. So while you jump rope, sometimes jumping rope, you remember when you have a cord, you're going to, usually we use, when I was a child, I used to jump rope and sing at the same time. So she was chanted. Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black, 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 had buttons, all down her back. Anna remembered how much she had liked the rhyme. Remember that rhymes have the same sound. Then she pulled out a notebook and a pencil. Anna thought for a minute or two. Then she scribbled in her notebook. Remember, scribble is to write down something very fast. Smiling, she shared her news rhyme with her little sister. Little sister Tong, Tong, Tong sings the rhyming song, song, song. She is singing sweet, 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 all morning long, long, long. It's sweet, 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 chanted Anna's sister. So this is the story. Okay, now I'm going to explain to you the questions. So please pay attention. How can you tell that Anna is restless and uncomfortable? There was something on her arms. What was there was something on her arm and she was doing something with her dress. What was she doing with what was on her arm and what was she doing with her dress? Remember what I'm saying. There are two things that are happening. When she was restless, she was doing things. Number 2, where does Anna keep her notebook? Remember, it's in a bag. Look at your vocabulary words. How could you describe the way Anna wrote? Very fast. Again, she what? What was Anna's sister doing as she jumped rope? Another vocabulary word. She was singing. She was kind of singing. And what might writing rhymes make a morning fun? In this case, how it makes you feel? How does it make you feel? It makes you feel intelligent because you're able to write, and at the same time, when you hear words that have the same sound, it's good to the ears. So that's it for the story. So this is the last one for the second quarter. So I hope you do well. Bye. See you soon.